Now to business. Four of South African markets indicators opened on Tuesday relatively negative, with the international Brent crude oil prices opening relatively significantly lower. The rand opened significantly weaker on Tuesday against all the three major foreign currencies at 17.42 against US dollars compared to Monday's opening rate of 17 rand and 21 rand 49 to the UK pound and 18 rand 88 to euro compared to Monday's opening rate of 18.70. Meanwhile, petrol and diesel prices are expected to go up by midnight, with petrol price up by 28 cents per litre and diesel price up by 9.1 cents per litre. To speak more on the market update, we're now joined by Bonke Dumise, an independent economist analyst. Thank you so much, Bonke, for joining us on the news.
Yes, good evening to you and the News Central.
Good evening to you too.
Wherever they are.
Definitely. Thank you, Bonke. Now, talking about the market, we see the indices and they were not positive today. What factors can we attribute to resulting to this trend?
The electricity issue in South Africa is now at the center of everything. It can, if ever it's resolved quickly, it will resolve the problems of this country. If it's not resolved quickly, it may actually really affect South Africa negatively for a long time. So the weakening of the rand overnight, starting from yesterday afternoon to this morning, as you dealt with the figures, is just a reflection of that mood. And the only two things which were positive this morning, it was the international Brent crude oil price for a change, opening below 84 US dollars for the first time in more than 2 weeks, and the gold price, of course. So, and to make things worse for South Africans is, since we had the South African Reserve Bank last week increasing the repo rate to 7.25%. Then today, as you've said, the petrol price went up by 28 cents per litre for both grades of 95 petrol, and then diesel went up by 9.16 cents per litre. And this is going to push up the inflation, which is at the core of our problems, which is a global problem, of course. So we just hope that we are not going to have some people who are just going to capitalize their thing, then to keep on just damaging the economy, because the economy is really at a very delicate stage as it is now.
It really is at a delicate state. Thank you, Bonke. Also, the South African rand has been sliding against major global currencies, and we see a correlation of this with the price of Brent crude oil. What is the impact, and how will it affect the South African economy?
I'm very hopeful about the South African economy. If ever you try to follow the South African rand, you will find that it has been very resilient. And it's only now that we've seen it being affected and being negative. So when the Central Energy Fund announced these price increases, it did mention that this happened despite and in spite of an appreciating rand. So the major problem has been the international Brent crude oil prices, which averaged below 81 US dollars per barrel in December. And then all of a sudden, this month in January, it averaged over 84 US dollars per barrel. And we buy our crude oil in US dollars. So our exchange rate against the US dollar was not a problem. It was just the international Brent crude oil prices.
All right, Bonke, before we let you go, what should we be expecting from the South African market in terms of the prices of petrol and diesel?
I don't think it's going to be negative for a long time because, yes, as you've said, that we saw the international Brent crude oil prices going down and down over the past 2 days. If ever it continues like that and OPEC does not prevail to push the prices up, and the rand continues to be resilient, we may be able to keep the petrol price and diesel price increases to the minimum. And in fact, we may even have petrol and diesel price decreases, especially because the South African Minister of Finance, Mr. Enoch Godongwana, has stressed that there must be no additional fuel levies, which includes the slate levy, which we suspected the Central Energy Fund could have included this February if ever the minister did not intervene.
Independent economist analyst Bonke Dumisa, thank you so much for joining us on the news.
You're welcome.